much of a view like you do.
Good morning, everyone. This is Laura with Stitching with Laura. How's everybody doing? Today is June 9th, and it is my 25th floss tube, and it's about 9:30 in the morning, and we have coffee in my little cutesy cup today. Oh, I got lipstick on it. Oh, well. It is what it is, guys. It has been kind of a busy couple of days. Yeah. So Sunday we went on our adventure, and somebody had commented in my video. They wanted to know what the name of that river was where my daughter and I went. Well, I told them the wrong thing. It is actually the Arkansas where we went. And yes, it is a river, not a creek. So, and as you can see, I'm wearing my fleece jacket today. Yeah. It got down to 41 degrees plus last night, and it's still quite cold and a little bit windy. And so I'm like freezing to death. I had the heat on, guys. It's June 9th. Yeah. Welcome to Colorado. Last year, at this time, it snowed the first week of June. Yeah. So yesterday, I was minding my own business when my daughter texted me and asked me if I wanted to go up to North Cottonwood Creek. That's where I got the other misinformation. And I'm like, well, I never been there, blah, blah, blah. So we took off, and it was like 12 o'clock. And she thought on her GPS that this was just a plain road, that drove up there. Oh no, oh no. She has four-wheel drive, I'll preface that. Yeah. And it's a good thing because it was totally a dirt four-wheel drive road. So it took us about an hour to get up to the creek, and it's called North Cottonwood Creek. And I would say I don't know what direction it is from me. I can't begin to tell you if it's south, and that maybe west of us. Maybe the mountains are always west. We'll go with that, okay? It's not too far. I mean, it took longer to get there because of the road. It was a great road, and then all of a sudden it was not so great. So we drove up there, and I put pictures and videos from that little thing, but the water was quite high and just fast, more so than high. But I mean, it's just running terribly, terribly fast, and you fell in, you forget it. There ain't no catching you. It was not a place to take kids or dogs or whatever, so Molly stayed home. She was not more than thrilled. But my daughter did a little gold panning, and we picked up some rocks, and I found a few rocks while I was out there. This one, it looks like a broken side of a heart. But as you can see how it's shaped, isn't that weird? Yeah, I know. We do cross stitch around here. And then I found this one. She found a few pieces of quartz. But I like to go and pick up rocks. And that one's kind of white on the outside. So that's all we found. It's not an arrowhead, contrary to the way it looks. I don't believe. So, Yeah, that was our souvenirs. We got souvenirs and photographs, and we had fast running water. We had a bridge. We didn't cross the bridge because it was private property right there where that little tiny bridge was. I was so excited when I saw that, and then I got around the corner and it was private property, so we just took pictures from our side. So, yeah, I was like totally wore out yesterday because I had to sit on the side of the creek, I almost said the river, and wait for her to go pan. There was no other place to sit, no broken logs or whatever. But we had a good time. We did. So, what did I work on this week? Okay, so let me preface this with, you know how right before my last floss tube, I was talking about how I hope that the words on His Eyes on the Sparrow will go all the way across. So I got that in my brain. Now I was worried about, that caused another worry. So I was thinking about Consider the Lilies. I hope I got enough fabric, and then I measured it right to, I knew I had enough thread. Thread was not the problem, but all this shit was in my brain. Sorry. And I just had to. So, I went to His Eye is on the Sparrow. And I was sweating bullets. I was absolutely, really, sweating bullets. But, guess what? It turns out that, too much shit. Back up a little bit. I got all of the lettering all the way across. I just need an E right here. I was sweating it. I was like, oh, holy heck, because I had these W's that were so far out there, and the A's were a little bit bad, but I got all the lettering all the way across, and extra because you're going to, after I finish that E, it's going to have this thing here. So you see how close it is there. Yeah. Because I wasn't sleeping. I mean, I would think about this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, am I going to have enough space? Because I want to know if I'm going to have enough space, because I'm not going to live through the rest of this hell of putting all this crap in here and not have enough space. So, yeah. So, I got that done. That was like high on my hit parade, because if I'm not sleeping, there's got to be a reason why. So, then, to make things matters worse, like I said, I don't like it when stuff gets stuck in the silly zipper. Alright. Then, okay, I got that out of my brain. Then came Consider the Lilies. So, I spent a whole evening on Consider the Lilies. And I have to come back here because it's like gigantuous. All the way across and made the turn. So I have enough material to do that. So we got that out of the way so it wouldn't be bugging us all week, you know. Because I said I wasn't going to work on it because I'd worked on it during Mania. Well, yeah, Mania left me in a bad place. I had to fix it. Okay? So, not making any excuses. But, yeah, we can put this down for 5 minutes now. Oh, jeez. I'm telling you. So, we got that taken care of. And then it was about Wednesday or Thursday by then. And I worked on... No. It's here somewhere, guys. So then I had to pull out Anna Ullman, because I did a video with it. And I wasn't quite ready to put it down. And this is 14 count vintage country mocha. So I worked on it one night. I think this was like Wednesday or Thursday night, you know, like when I'm tired. So I got all that done, and I started up here. It looks so red, and it's not. Well, I guess it is. It's $4.98, but it's not quite that red. So I finished this whole part and a little bit of this. I went back over there. So yeah, I got that done. That's where I had the epiphany about attaching the we'll call it, this is what it's supposed to look like. Attaching this to my hoop part. So yeah, I just love this. It is so pretty. So I worked on it a little bit. In between my brain going, you really need to do that other way. You really, yeah. It's like I am not going to get any peace of mind until I find out if I can get all the way across for both of them. And I figured path of least resistance was the lettering and that skeleton of the outline. Yeah. I've had dim-ins this week. Believe me, it's like, okay, let's finish that. Now, I don't think that was one of them. So, yesterday, I thought, well, I'll get this out. This is Vintage Sampler by Prairie Schoolers. I don't think it was yesterday, it was the day before. This is what it looks like. I don't know, me and this pattern are just not cutting it. I started over here on this tree, and I had to frog part of it out. And then when I got up here, it didn't match, and it didn't count right. Like, I'm done with this thing. I'll find something else to put on this thing. But in 2 attempts on this, this is all I've gotten done. And I'm not feeling it. I don't know whether to just put it in the thing and save it for later or what, but yeah, I don't know. And it's not the pattern's fault. I think it's just me. It's just, I don't know. I'm not feeling it right now, so we'll just, it's got all its threads, so we'll just leave it in there, and we'll put it in the back of the stash, and maybe some other time. Maybe some other time. So then, that wasn't working, so I pulled out Hoity-Toity. As you can see, I worked on a couple of things. And I thought, you know, this cannot be as difficult as it is, or it looks, or seems. So, this is another one I'm not feeling. I'll tell you why. Hang on. It's very long. I just want it in the center. So, remember, this is the one that I didn't have the correct color and all that crap. So I finally got the correct colors, and so yesterday I did this little motif, and then there's another one that goes right here, so it makes 4. Let me show you. So we are in this corner of Hoity-Toity. Yeah, this is not for the faint of heart at all. It's just so involved. As usual, it's a long dog. So then I started putting the black, and from a distance you can't tell, but there's just little pieces of white. I'm glad I didn't use a white fabric, but and this is 16 count country French cafe mocha. It's the dark cafe mocha. Yeah, it's the dark one of the Winchlet country series. But anyway, yeah, I'm not liking how the black. Some people talk about how the white looks. Well, yeah, I'm not digging the black look. So, I don't know. Another timeout. Yeah. Put the threads. Got all its threads. Okay. So, we put that away. And then, a few nights ago, I picked this thing up, and like I said, I must work for an hour on hoity-toity, and I still didn't like it. So then I got out, another thing that was bugging me was 3 things. It's on 16 count legacy from Picture This Plus, if I can get, it's a more Blackburn, to get the picture. And it was a pattern that I ordered off of 123 Stitch. And it looks like this. Now, as you remember, I started over here. And when I put the 2 colors of shades of, we'll call it aqua blue, because one was a lighter aqua blue and the other one said dark aqua blue. Yeah, I thought I didn't like it. So I frogged that all out, and then I went and bought different thread. So yeah, I ended up using, I don't have it here, but it's 504 instead of 502 or something like that that the pattern called for. So I got that done, which I think it looks a lot better, So I'm really happy with how that turned out. But then it started going into this green. Now there's supposed to be 2 lines of this green with another color that comes down the middle of that and up this way. I just built the frame so that I could start the flower parts. And I did get all the, whoops, crap. The frame done of the border. So, yeah. But it was bugging the crap out of me. I wanted to see what those 2 colors were. Then I couldn't remember what 2 colors were that I had gotten. Sorry, hang on. Time out. I dropped its thread. Yeah, I had a lot of things bugging the crap out of me that I just had to get to. Oh, I'm not finished. It was a week of, let's see if we can bug the crap out of Lora, you know. Put that in there. In the beginning of a week right after Floss Tube, I worked on, I don't know if I showed this last week or not, so we're just going to show it again. This is Pavane by Long Dog Samplers. Pavane for our times. And I believe the word Pavane means dance. I don't know if I read that right or not. But, so, we started on this side. And I didn't get that whole motif done, but I did get the, what do you call it? The vase done. And it is with 3607. And it's a hot pink. I don't know if you can tell. But it's kind of a hot pink color. I love it. And I'm not a pink person, but I like the way this looks. So, I worked on it several nights. You know, I've cut back and forth, but hang on. We're getting there, guys. So I finished the vase. And as you can see, I got 1 more of those flowers that comes across here and 2 more of these that go down. So, it's coming along. I just love that vase. Just love it. And then, of course, you got the border that comes down here. So, little bits at a time. So, I made some progress on it. Hang on. Then enters the last problem that I solved yesterday. Yeah, so hopefully this week's stitching will go a whole heck of a lot better. But I worked on a lot more projects this week. It was like a bunch of nagging children. Does that make sense? So, as you know, yesterday I got out my book from Blackbird Designs, The Sewing Club. I love this book. It's just full of little bitty things. They're not little bitty, but cutesy things. And I'm not a cutesy person, but I just like these. And the one we picked, or I picked, is called Rose Hips and Ivy. And it's made, whoops, I'm trying to get the glare off. I just liked it. I like the pink. I don't know. I'm not a pink person. I don't know what made me choose that color for Pavane. Honest to God, I really don't know. But anyway, I like this, and I like that it looked antique-y. And I picked 16 count Heritage from Picture This Plus that I had bought a month or so ago. So last night, oh God, I really got to, you got to appreciate this. Okay. So I thought, well, this is so easy. I'll just work on this. I won't have to move around a lot because I was pretty tired after our big adventure. And I did the video in the morning. Then we went walking around and all the hoopty that happened yesterday. I was a little tired, so I must have been too tired to do this. You ever just have one of those patterns, you just can't get it no matter what you do to save your soul? I'm telling you. So, I thought, well, I'll work on this because it's pretty cut and dry. Yeah, it's easy. I've got to move my thread out of the way. Alright, so yesterday on the video, we worked on this part, right? We started here and we came down. So I added a little bit more of that, and I thought, well, I'll go up here because that's fairly easy. I frogged this whole section out. Not once. 4 times. 4 times I got it wrong. I had all this green up here, and I missed 1 stitch down here, so I frogged all that out. Then I kept using the wrong colors, so I finally settled on these colors. That's not gonna help. But those are the ones we're going with because I'm not frogging it out again. And it wasn't that difficult of a pattern. I guess I was just more tired than I thought. And I wanted to use these because the 2 that they had see where that light pink is? They were too close together, so I wanted some contrast, so I just changed it. I'm going with what it is. And I don't know, let me look on the other side of that pattern. Yeah, we got to do the same shit on the other side. So, this, pull that up so you can see, is where I got yesterday. That took 4 hours to get it right. Frogging, stitching, frogging, stitching, Really? Really? Yeah. So some days are worse than others in my little stitchy world. But I like this book because the pages are real heavy. They're kind of a plastic feel. Oops. So, very nice, very well put together book. And I like that it gives you the, what it looks like, and then, I don't know if I can, there we go. It also tells you, if you want to use a very nice floss, you can. But it also gives you the DMC conversion next to it. And I've noticed they use a lot of the same colors. So, we'll see. We will see. Yeah, that's like all I worked on, guys. After last night, I was ready to throw it in the trash 4 times. And I kept putting it down. And then I couldn't stand it. So maybe 10, 15 minutes later, I pick it up. And then I'd have to frog. And it was like, this went on and on all evening long. And in the middle of it all, you know, you got Reign that I'm trying to watch, and Queen Elizabeth, and Mary Queen of Scots, and the French, and I was like, I can't take this anymore. I'm going to bed. I'm done. I think I got it right. Oh my God. It was just unbelievable. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I worked on 8 projects. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you there, but yeah. Even Molly, she's wore out. She didn't get to go the second time because we figured it was just too much for her. So, that is what I've been up to this week. And like I said, there'll be pictures at the front. I don't know. You can skip past them if you want. I don't care. But I just like to, when I go out, I was planning on having my floss tube outside today. No. The wind is blowing so hard and it's cold. I swear there's a wind chill, 35 degrees out there. So I don't know how long I'll be in my fleece, but it's only supposed to get up to 58. But I liked what I started to say, and I didn't mean to end because I had a sparkly squirrel. Did you see that squirrel? He went that way. Yeah. Yeah. I like to take pictures of where we go and what we see and, you know, things. And sooner or later, I can make a video, or not a video, but I like to make videos of the sounds and everything. And I might put it on a disc someday for the grandkids or whatever. Who knows? But they didn't get to go either, so yeah, it was one of those days. Because we're not watching small children. But we didn't go fishing because, yeah, it was too weird. And where we were going was not a kid place, so. And we weren't going to be gone long. We were gone 4 hours. But that's just the way it goes. And it took us a good hour to get up to where you see my daughter standing by the water because it was 4-wheel drive road. Yeah. It was great. Yeah, Grandma's wore out. And then she had to hang on to me to get up a hill. And I said, oh my God, this is sad. Yeah, because Grandma's not real sure-footed. My daughter said that her daughter, my granddaughter, is not real sure-footed too. She about fell into a beaver pond. My daughter had to reach out and grab her. So yeah, she comes from a long line of klutzy people, I'm telling you. So guys, oh my Lord, you want to say hi? Or she's just hiding in her blankets today because it's just cold. Weird day, weird day. I don't have any place to go. Nothing to do. I think I'll just stay home and try to stitch on one of those projects that are a lot easier than what I have been. Yeah, it's special. So the things I get myself into. And I see a lot of YouTubers doing, or floss tubers doing easier projects. They want to start something small because they're tired of starting something big. Yeah, I tried that. That didn't work either. So, yeah. And I haven't seen any patterns. I'm just kind of biding my time till I get paid again. Kind of go from there. Still haven't gotten the lap stand. I don't know where the hell it's at. Oh, and then I got a notification through my email that 123 Stitch was sending me some floss that evidently they didn't have. I'm like, so what project didn't I get floss from? So I did order some more multicolored. I didn't order it now, but I mean I wanted to get some variegated stuff, and I had, at one point, I didn't look back to see if it was this, but I was looking at getting a couple of skeins of Val de Soie and some other kind of, I don't remember what the name is, you know, silk floss to do something with. I don't know if I took that off that order or if I left it or just what all this is, but yeah. So we'll see when it gets here. I have no idea. I thought that what patterns I ordered, I went through, and maybe I already went and got it. Yeah, I have no idea. None whatsoever. Yeah. Oh, and I told you I was going to get a pair of the Ginger Stork scissors. Yeah. I should have ordered them when I could have, because now they're out. So, that's okay. I will. It's not a big deal. I just want them for prosperity. Does that make a sense? So we'll see. You know, there's still crap coming, going in, and things are still kind of behind. So that's kind of why I'm kind of backing off for a little bit and not ordering anything, because I don't want to get my hopes up and it not show up. I even looked at 123 Stitch to see if I could find a lap stand. It was going to cost me about the same as, as Amazon, and they were out. And they were Case Creation. So we'll just have to wait and see. Alright guys, well I think that is going to be about it for today. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to ring the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. It really helps if you put it on all videos instead of just special, or there's like 3 different things that you can pick. So if you just pick all my videos will show up. I did get all of the May Saney ones into a playlist, so I now have a playlist of all of the May Saney videos that I made. We are so not doing that crap in June or July. I mean, no, not happening. We'll have a few starts and work a little bit on Christmas, but I'm not going crazy. But I still want that Snow Village. Yeah, I think it's Little Cottage Needleworks that does it. Yeah. Do you want to say hi? She is so not talking today. She's just trying to get under the blankets and stay warm. It's not freezing in here. Of course, I'm wearing a fleece coat. It's just windy. And every time I open the door, it's cold. I don't want winter again. No. Just nice weather, 70s or 80s. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. Y'all are great. I appreciate everybody that subscribed. If you're new here, hope you stick around and subscribe. Usually do nothing but stitching these days. So see you later. Stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, and everything that we're supposed to still do. Have a good one. Bye-bye, guys.